Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. A lot of you guys have been enjoying last week's video, so I wanted to do the follow-up of the 12-piece basic capsule, adding in some more colour and accessories. I wanted to do that as soon as possible so that you're not waiting too long for the next installment. So I'm going to do two different variations of this. The first one I have behind me, and I have swapped out 4 or 5 of the items for more colourful pieces or printed pieces, so including like clothing and shoes, and I've added in 2 pieces of accessories just to like lift the outfits a little bit, because I know not everyone is going to want a completely basic capsule wardrobe. And last week's one was very basic. It was 4 basic colours: white, cream, grey and black, and very basic pieces as well. So this week I just want to inject a little bit more life into it. It is spring after all, and although we're not necessarily going outside of our homes right now, it's still nice to dress a little bit more colourfully. So I wanted to show you which pieces I swapped out. I'm going to talk through the outfits as well and show them on screen at the same time while I talk through them, because last week's video was kind of long when I separated that out. So I think if I talk while the outfits are kind of playing, you get to see everything, but it won't take as long. So let me know if you prefer that kind of video, or if you prefer me to just separate it out and talk through the outfit while I have it on. Let me know in the comments. So for this first capsule, I've swapped out 4 pieces. I've added in a pink jumper where we had a grey chunky knit last week. And I've added in a checked jumpsuit where I had a plain grey silver dress last week. So not only have I swapped it out for a print and a bit more colour, I swapped it out for a jumpsuit versus a dress, just so you can see that jumpsuits and dresses can be equally as versatile. And the 2 pairs of shoes that I had last week, I swapped them both out for a colour version, a coloured boot, and a printed, not flat completely this week. It has a little bit of a heel, maybe like a 1 inch. So I also think of it as kind of like a day flat or like a day heel, something like that. So the first piece that I've added in is this amazing pink jumper. This I picked up on Depop just during the week for my birthday. When you're watching this, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. But yeah, so I really love this piece, and I just really wanted to add in some pink for spring. I think pink is always a colour that suited me, and I think it also suits the other colours in my wardrobe. It goes nicely with white and black, of course. It goes nicely with beiges and creams, those kind of tones. And I think it's a really nice pink as well. I guess it is a little bit like a bubblegum pink, but it's not too pale and it's not too deep pink like fuchsia, and that doesn't really suit me. So this is really, really nice. It's originally from And Other Stories. I'd say a lot of you recognise the jumper because they're very obvious And Other Stories jumpers. I think they do this in like so many different colours. But yeah, it was 40% cotton and I think maybe like 4 or 5% wool, which is what drew me to it. I'm kind of sick again. Acrylic and polyester jumpers. So love this piece. It's going to pair really well with my white jeans. I think that would look amazing. Maybe pop on a leopard print belt to just kind of add a little bit more interest. So leopard print is another print that I really like to add, and it's definitely a basic for me, and I've heard so many people say that leopard print is a basic for them. So if you're not big into colour, I think print is a really good way to add a little bit more interest to more basic pieces, basically. So I added in these leopard print shoes to replace the nude flats that I had last week, and I think just this little addition of print on your feet makes such a difference to the basic outfit. So if I try on a lot of the basic outfits that I included last week and I just switch out these shoes, I think it just adds a little bit more interest, and I think it adds a bit more of your own personal style. I think when you start adding in colours and prints and playing around with them a little bit, that's when your own style kind of comes out a little bit more, versus if you're kind of replicating a lot of neutral outfits that you might find on Pinterest. Although they may be beautiful, they may not be your exact style. So it is nice to just swap out 1 or 2 pieces when you can. And I think these shoes as well with the pink jumper, like leopard print and pink, is just such a lovely combination to me, which I just adore. So the next piece I swapped in for the dress was this grey, kind of grey and black with a hint of red in the check. This just kind of like an oversized jumpsuit. It's one I made myself actually, so it's super comfortable and it fits me so nicely. The only thing it's missing is pockets, which I've been planning to add for like a year and a half. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I love to wear this, and I love to wear kind of basic tops underneath it or over the top as well. So I would style this with a black t-shirt. It would look really well and wear it maybe with the red boot that I added in, just for a little bit of extra colour, because there's a little bit of red in the jumpsuit. I think the pink jumper would look really cool thrown over this as well. I think that would be a really, really cool look. A lot of the time, over the last season anyway, in winter, I was wearing the grey polo neck underneath this, which looked really good because obviously one of the base colours in this is grey, so it's just a really good look. And then the beige jumper as well, either underneath or thrown over the top, looks really good. And I think a lot of shoes go with this. I think I do wear black ankle boots a lot with it, but I think flats look really nice as well. And even that little bit of leopard print, I think two prints that work really well together is leopard print and check. Just really adore that combination. And then I kept the trench coat in this capsule because I wanted to keep some of the outerwear more basic. So I was adding in print and colour in, say, like the tops and the bottoms. So I kept the outerwear kind of a bit more basic. So the last swap was I swapped out my black ankle boots for these kind of burgundy red ones, which I pull out a lot during the winter, but I think it's really nice in spring as well because it just adds something of interest to, I mean, if you want to wear just like a plain t-shirt and jeans kind of look, but you can throw on a coloured boot instead of a black ankle boot, I think that really makes a difference. And I think pairing it with something like the trench coat really makes the red pop as well. And I definitely love the mix of red and pink, and I think this kind of red with the lighter pink jumper looks really, really good as well. So the boots, the pink jumper and the white jeans would be an incredible outfit. And again, I could easily change up one of the outfits from last week by adding these boots, maybe the leopard print belt, and it not looks like a completely different look, but it just has a bit more personality to it. So the second capsule, I swapped out different pieces and brought back some of the more basic pieces that we had last week. So I brought back the grey jumper, I took away the pink, brought that back, and instead my pop of colour now is this green skirt, which I swapped out for the black version of this. So this is another one that I made myself. And my two pieces of outerwear are now a print. So this, I guess, is a little bit more about print than colour, but I do have that one little pop of colour there. So I have my kind of animal print faux fur coat that I do wear a lot, and that's kind of lifts a lot of my wintry outfits, especially when it's cold. You don't tend to see the outfit underneath, and a lot of the time I'll wear like an all black outfit or something like that, and I just throw that over, and I know it just adds more interest to my look. And the next one is this check blazer, which I wear all the time as well. It's kind of a black and beige version. I think black and grey might work well as well. I think that's probably a bit more common. But I really like the black and beige because I do have lots of kind of warmer tones in my wardrobe, or more neutral kind of browny cream tones. And I brought the silver dress back. I took out the check jumpsuit, and I brought back my black ankle boots for this. So although the red would work with a lot of the pieces, I'm not sure it would work so well with the green. So I just decided to pop back in the black ankle boot for this one. So let's talk about this first piece, which is this amazing green colour. It's so stunning. The colour, not the piece. I take credit for that. But again, this is a fabulous colour. I think this capsule, I think the first one's a lot more spring appropriate. Maybe this one could be a bit more autumn appropriate. So it's kind of like bringing in different colours and having a different colour scheme, but again with a lot of the same pieces. So the pieces aren't different and how you put them together aren't different, but maybe the colours and the prints might be a little bit different. So kind of adds interest to your capsule wardrobe each season. I do talk a lot about seasonal capsule wardrobes as well. And actually, while I'm at it, I have relaunched my website this weekend, so I'm really excited about that. Launched it in time for my birthday. I thought that'd be a great kind of fresh start. Please do check out my blog because I'm really excited about it. Let me know what you think as well. So I think this would look amazing with leopard print. So I would throw on maybe the black t-shirt with this skirt, throw on the leopard print belt just to kind of cinch it all in and cover up the elasticated waist. I know someone commented the other day saying that I should throw on a belt to cover up the elasticated waist on this skirt, that I had this in another styling video. I'm just going to throw on the black ankle boots with this as well. So if I wanted something even more relaxed, I would just throw on the black t-shirt without any belt, and I throw on my little leopard print shoes as well, which would just kind of add a little bit of interest. So you're adding a little bit of print and colour, but versus a black t-shirt, a black skirt and black boots, it's just completely different really. Styling up this blazer is actually surprisingly easy, again because it's an outerwear piece. you can kind of take the more basic outfits from last week and just throw this over the top instead. So a lot of the looks that we had styled with the leather jacket, you could just throw this on instead. So I think the cream jumper and the white jeans was a look that I adored, with the black ankle boots as well. And I would just throw this over the top. It just kind of smartens it up, adds a little bit of interest. It's still completely in the same colour scheme, but it ties in 2 colours instead of just one. So whereas the black leather jacket would have been quite bold on top of it, this is just a little bit more subtle. But it's still a really interesting piece, and it is quite a statement piece, even though it's just a little bit more reserved. This coat is just, oh, I love it so much. And I have been caught out a few times wearing like a leopard print, I don't know, jumper, and then wearing this over the top by accident, and maybe even leopard print boots, not realising I'm mixing them all together, which you can totally do. And today I will keep it a little bit more simple for you guys. But again, because it's in a very similar colour scheme to the blazer that we had, it's so easy to style. So I would throw this on with the leather trousers that we had from last week. Definitely like an autumn winter look if I'm having a bit of faux leather and faux fur. And again, you could probably throw the turtleneck on with this just to kind of bring in maybe an extra element, a little bit of grey. The black ankle boot, of course, would be perfect with this too, and leave the coat to be the statement piece. And I think as well, throwing on the little brown handbag, it just brings out the brown tones of the coat that little bit more as well. And I just adore adding a brown handbag to an outfit, because I think even if it's an all black outfit, I think the brown just stands out. That's so much more. Lately I've been reaching for a brown handbag a lot more than I do my black handbag, just because it just adds more interest, and it's just a really nice warm tone, whereas black can sometimes just be a bit of a non-colour. Don't get me wrong, I adore black, I adore all black outfits, but you know, this is about adding interest to your wardrobe, not about living in black all the time, she says while wearing an all black outfit. I think this silver dress as well, so we styled it quite a few ways last week, but they're all quite subtle ways, again, subtle styling. But I think swapping out the leopard print shoes would be a really, really cute way to just update it a little bit. So the shoes were so much nicer. I think the nude flats dressed it down and gave it a certain look that, like I think I said last week, isn't necessarily my style. But I think the addition of the little leopard print shoe would be way more my style. Another way to style that dress actually with the black ankle boots would be to throw the blazer over top, because I think the juxtaposition of like the tailored blazer with the kind of silky dress is just really, really nice. It's kind of like I went on a date and he gave me his jacket to wear, that kind of look. So I hope you found these little, I don't even know if they are tips and tricks, but I hope you found it interesting to kind of see how just by adding a couple of pieces of maybe with like a pop of colour or a print, just it lifts the 12 pieces in your wardrobe, but you should still be able to mix and match them as much as possible, as long as not every piece is a different colour or a different print, unless that's totally your thing, which if it is, more power to you. But yeah, just by adding a few different colours in there, not, like I said, not everyone wants a black, white and grey wardrobe, and you will have your favourite colours that you like to wear. I think red is also a really nice colour that pairs really well with leopard print. It pairs really nicely with like a light denim or a dark denim. And it's kind of one of those neutral colours if red suits you. But then there's so many different hues of red. You can have more orangey red or more bluey toned. And another colour I love is like a pale blue. Again, if you have pale denim in your wardrobe, then a pale blue is going to work in seamlessly anyway, because it's basically the same colour. Yeah, I hope you guys find this one interesting. I know it is kind of different to last week's, but it was just, I guess, just kind of a follow on. If you haven't seen last week's video, I will link it on the screen here, so you can go check that out. Like I said, please do check out my new website. I'm really excited about it, if I haven't already mentioned that. And also I'm giving away a free ebook for anyone who kind of subscribes to my website this weekend, basically on how to build a perfect capsule wardrobe for you. In the ebook I talk about building a seasonal capsule wardrobe, different kind of fabrics and colours and pieces that you can add in and out for different seasons, depending on what season you're in, of course. I've also included the 12-piece capsule wardrobe, kind of a visual guide at the end of that. So if you did like last week's video, then definitely head over to my blog, just enter your email address, and you will get emailed the free ebook. I'm very excited about this, guys. I feel like a pro sending out a free ebook. Thanks so much for listening to my rambles, and I will see you guys very soon.